All right, we in here. We in here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully I'm not too fucking loud. This mic is super strong, super powerful. I'm sorry if you do, but yeah. What's up, everyone? It's me, KJ. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are slowly getting in here. Right now, I'm just gonna give it a little time for everyone to get here, and that way we can get started. Ooh, let me go ahead and roll up the sleeves because we're gonna be sitting here for a hot minute, and what we're gonna do is try to do an edit without my computer crashing like it's a piece of garbage, even though I know it's a piece of garbage. Disregard the shits in the back. This is obviously what the hell my room looks like, even though like really all that shit should have won the closet. But when you fight with your family, you fight with your family. Welcome to the Hood household. My name's KJ. I'm ready. Yeah, we're about to get started. A long await edit. Now, for some of you guys, I know this is not going to be like a long live stream, simply because of the fact, I was trying to get back into my Instagram because my Instagram apparently logged me out, and sadly, I won't be able to put the link on my main account where you got the original Where's America photos. So to those people that won't be able to tune in, it's cool. There's a save button that I can use, and you guys can watch it again when the live stream's over. I'll still react and look at your comments, but sadly, they just won't be live when I want to do them. So it's fine. But that means we're not gonna, stop the editing process. We're gonna keep going, and I'm still gonna tell you guys about the series and how I felt about doing every single shot, and I'm gonna actually show you guys how I do one of the edits for this particular photos. There's gonna be some things you guys may get confused about. Also, remember, I'm not a Photoshop guru. I'm not the most bomb diggity individual on Photoshop these days. I'm still generic. I kind of know what I'm doing. I also kind of don't know what I'm doing. But at the same time, it works in my favor. So that's the best part. To all the other individuals who's like, oh my God, he's using the copy and paste tool wrong. To that, I say there's a toilet bowl you should be licking out of right now full of shit, because that's what you are. Yeah. We're going to get started momentarily. I just wanted to make sure that I have everyone's, every social media aspect, covered, to where everyone is actually watching and listening. So I'm just gonna give it a few more minutes and then we'll jump into it. Here's the real issue. How the fuck did I get logged out of my damn Instagram? Simple. Your boy I essentially tried to make sure that I could live stream. Originally the live stream was gonna be on Instagram. It was gonna be on Instagram Live. That's where it's gonna be. But since my phone is off, thanks to my favorite sperm donor of all time, I'm not able to live stream on Instagram like I intended. So now I have to go over and do YouTube instead, which it's fine. It's not the first time I've ever live streamed on my channel. It's just I wanted to really try something new and live stream on my computer on Instagram. I know that sounds like, what, on Instagram? Yeah, there's a way to do it. You can Google it and a lot of shit comes up. But since I can't and I'm not doing it, I'm not even gonna bother trying it for a while. But also, just a heads up, your boy's not gonna be on Instagram or very responsive on Instagram like I really want to for a while, until I get a new phone. So I'm sorry, my security is just locked tight on Instagram. So if you even remotely try to open it up, it's not gonna work. It's just not. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in here and we're going to get started with a Where's America edit. I don't know which image I really wanted to use. I didn't get this far, but I'm going to try and select one of the crazy ones. We're going to be here for a while. I know this one had to been one of my favorite edits, just essentially because this was the first post we did coming back into the series and whatnot. It was just that good. You could see the glowing eyes, the hair, the alchemy sign in the back, like all of it just sewed in together so well. And when we zoom in, you got her demeanor, you got a bit of noise in there, you got the eye glowing, the hair, oh, it just works. The lens flares coming through. Really, I did not intend for those lens flares to be there, but they were. That's just essentially how it was. Like, it's not something I really like intended to fall in there. It just looked good when I exported it. Normally whenever I do these kind of edits, I kind of sit here for a while and do them. So that's why whenever I jump back on Instagram, everyone gets a crazy ass response out of it, and I'm just like, yeah, you know, it's something different. So what I'm gonna try and do is kind of probe a bit and try to find a new image I wanted to squash out, you know. So what I might end up doing is, let's see, there was a couple good ones in here actually. I could do this one again, but at the same time it will be similar to one I've already posted, which I believe it was the last one, which was this one. Which, it wasn't bad. I actually really love that one. I made her do like multiple facial expressions while we were editing. I mean, not editing, while we were shooting, because simply I wanted it to be one of those very intense photo shoots where this is an evil individual. Like, the bitch is bad. She's a bad person. But then again, all of us are bad. So it's not that bad. It's not the kind of bad. I say honestly, we can fuck with this one. The reason why is because while we were taking this shot in particular, I can say that one of the particles that I wanted was some of the dust, because we were in an old abandoned building. Like, that was abandoned as hell. And what I wanted to do was to have dust, physical dust on the ground and whatnot. So there was a mat there that I was telling her niece Nia to step on at the opportune time, like while I was shooting, and she did, which created this dust cloud you see over here, kind of like this this blur a bit. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Yeah, kind of that dust that's over there. Like, it's crazy. So I say we can mess with this image real quickly. So what we'll do is we can jump into Photoshop. I always do this. I always kind of like make an a little auto adjustment before I jump into the editing, and now we're about to just see what we can get. So I'm going to switch you guys over into the Photoshop screen once it's done loading up, and that's where the magic will begin. Just trust me. So what we'll do is let's go ahead and switch to Photoshop. There we go. And now we gotta wait. So normally whenever he jumps into Photoshop, I have to casually wait, or normally some people that edit this way wait for Photoshop to like load up, because it's taking, remember, this is raw these are raw photos, and each one has to like take a little bit of time to get into Photoshop, which it ain't bad. I just wish it ran faster, but it's cool. Okay, so we're here. Let's see what we can start with first. Okay. First thing we'll do is let's clean up that skin. So I'll duplicate the layer. If you guys want to follow me, I'm sorry you can't, because I don't have the thing offered. I don't have the image to follow along. I'm so sorry, but that's why you're just watching me edit. Always invert the layers, and then we'll go over here to like vivid light. This is essentially just my process of cleaning up the skin. So I'll go to filter and go to other and go to high pass. I like to keep my things at about like a good 10%. It's not too much blur in it, but you know, it's good enough for the skin. And now we'll go into Gunson blur, just to adjust it a little bit lower. So about 4% is fine. Now you kind of see things are a bit like out of focus, kind of blurry a bit, but it's cool. All I'm really doing is focusing on her skin. So what I'm going to do is hold the Alt and click on this mask right here. Boom. So now all of it's gone, and what I can do with the brush tool on white, there's a little secret, guys. With the brush tool on white, this is how you can clean up the skin a lot faster. Cool? Yeah. We can just go over. See how it's like getting rid of some wrinkles, a little hair there. Don't worry, guys. Like, it was, we did this shit on a whim. Like, we upped and said, you know what we should do? We should film Where Is America? And we were just like, all right, cool, let's go get them. And that's the story of how Where Is America began. When we really did it, like I said multiple times in post, all of this was just a joke. But now it's a serious joke that we gotta find the punchline. We gotta find an ending to it. Okay, boom, there we go. Legs slick, boy. Look at America's face, y'all. Like, holy shit. Like, the thing is, believe it or not, America is a very fun-loving individual. Like, she is probably one of the best people you could ever possibly meet. The reason why I say that is because simple. She's such a character in her own right. Like, on screen and off screen, she is just that much fun. Like, really. I'm gonna just go over these. Okay, boom. I can keep that. I'll just also go around her face a little bit. You can't really see it due to like how the effects in the camera are, but the thing is, I just wanted to make sure it's kind of soft around her face. Yeah, but she's just a character all in herself. Simply, it's because of the whole facial expressions during like our shooting. She makes up the sound effects while we do it. Like, she'll go whoosh, 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 and stuff like that. And I'm just looking at her and I'm like, I can add that in later, but you know, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad to look at. Cool. All right. So, what we'll do next is more than likely, I say we could pop in the alchemy sign now, but at the same time, I kind of rather wait. You know what? Or better yet, here's what we'll do. Well, I always want to like get the camera stuff out of the way first. So what I'll do is we'll create another copy of the mask. We'll come over here to lens. We'll go into the blur and then go lens blur. And essentially what I'm doing is making that background a little bit more softer, because I'm going to come back later when we go back into Photoshop and it's going to be a little bit more, not sharper, but more mythical. But you guys look at me and be like, what the hell is mythical, KJ? It's exactly what this entire series is. It's something different. When I essentially started to add more of my effects into the entire process of Where Is America, things began to get a little bit more crazier as time went on. I'm going to do another mask. And what we're going to do is we're going to take like a nice soft brush and just start painting in. There we go. Painting in that entire ceiling, dude. Go around her head and go. Like, what I could have done was mask her out, like inches by inches of her hair and whatnot, to actually like get an accurate look for the background. But at the same time, whenever I edit this kind of thing, I really don't. There's so many sporadic areas of this edit that I'm gonna have to cover. And I always like to cover places that are like, it's not really important, but at the same time, I'm trying to imitate the look of an actual like camera whenever I'm doing like portrait. Like, people make mistakes in Photoshop, which it's not bad, it's perfectly fine. But sometimes you kind of want to be accurate whenever you're doing this kind of thing. It's just for me, I don't really kind of look for accuracy as much. Just kind of bring back that shoulder. There we go. Hang over that. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Cool. It's not bad. I like that. I like that a lot. Cool. So before, after, kind of have that shit blurred out just a little bit more. All right. Cool. So that's fine with me. What I'll also do is I can make another layer. I kind of wanted the ground to be a little bit more on the darker edge. So what I'll do is I'll get a brush, kind of paint across this floor a bit. Let that go ahead and load in. Do you see the loading process on that? It's taking forever. What I'll do is I could slap on, like, let this be an overlay or something a little bit along the lines of being a little bit softer. So what I'll do is we can do, I'll probably like repaint it again. I want it dark, but I want it like too dark. So what I'll do is I'll come up here to the gray, do this, and that's not bad. Alright, we'll put a soft light. We'll kind of like bring that in just a little bit. We can go ahead and fill in some of these patches here and make things on the ground look a little more darker, more intense. Give you that Where's America feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of just paint away at the floor. Always like giving, like, the area, like I said, we were in was a very old abandoned building, and one thing I just wanted to feel was more of that intense vibe, especially while we were taking photos and whatnot. Like, it was there the entire time. Okay, that looks perfectly fine to me. That's the ground. Now, to the important portions. I can say we can go ahead and slap on some of that green hair that makes America, you know, the evil individual she is. I'm sorry, I'm checking my phone. So, many of you guys ask, like, about the whole green hair thing. Okay, believe it or not, originally we always went to get, like, hair paint for America. So whenever we're filming Dark America scenes, we have hair paint, which we are going to have a little bit more often. But with this in particular, whenever I'm doing the posters, kind of had that overlay there. And I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, what? You used like, you just painted in her hair? We thought it was real. Yeah. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but no. It really is not. And many of you guys are going to look at the images now and be like, that's impossible. Like, why would you lie to us like that? Trust me, listen, I didn't want to do this shit either. But the fumes from the spray was killing America. Like, legitimately. Like, the girl was dying every time we sprayed her hair. Like, I'm going to try and get up here with her hair, actually. Let me get a bit of a much more green. But yeah, she was dying. Like, the fumes from the spray can, like, they were like killing her. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of draw sections of the hair that I want. There we go. And go overlay. Like, yeah, America was legit not feeling, like, every time we filmed, she was just not feeling well afterwards. And I understand, like, you know, we were filming out in like wooded areas for a while, and it was tedious, it was difficult. But at the same time, you know, we had to do what we needed to get done for that particular shot. And eventually it all came out better in the end. So can't really say nothing much about that. Cool. I'm just gonna, like, what I'm doing essentially now is I'm kind of just moving with the way her hair is functioning. I'll probably won't need like a much deeper brush like that. I want to kind of fluff that hair to make it look a bit realistic, so I kind of dial it back. too much there. Okay, boom. I'm saying it kind of looks. You kind of want to have it that blend of it looks real and also kind of doesn't. But yeah, this is the kind of thing that I have to normally do. Tedious, but it's something you're gonna have to like check into. All right. Let's go ahead and zoom in and do the other section of her hair. I keep it on overlay because at least it looks essentially like her hair is green. Right now what I'm doing is just mapping out the shape of it. Because originally, like, Dark America's hair was kind of glowing. It was a glowy green. But, you know, sometimes you just don't have enough time for... Not enough time for the editing. I have enough time. It's just, essentially, whenever I'm, like, was filming, I never really thought of, oh shit, America's hair should totally be glowing. We'll keep these the way they are. Right now, at least. Nvidia just, like, might not even do it, not at all. Yeah, we'll just take all of that off the back of her hair. We'll just keep their hair base hair right here. So now what we'll do is I'm going to reach into my archive of magical circles, and I'm going to pull out, I can say I'll probably pop out one of the original, one of her original circles that she can use. Do these circles have a meaning? That's what many of you guys ask about the series, and believe it or not, some of them do. They do have meanings to them. Each one has a different kind of power. This one right here essentially is blue, meaning she can summon, she can actually summon blast beams. This is basically one of her attack seals. Okay, I kind of want to force it up to right about here, and I might move it backwards. Boom, boom. There we go. To where it looks like she's handling it. I kind of make sure I move it in about a good 3D space. That way, while I'm ever editing these, I can always go back and, you know, make it look real in 3D space. What we'll do is with this one, I'm going to recolor it. So I'm going to adjustments, hue and saturation, and gonna try and go over here to a channel that is about the green. So like we can go right here is good, and then boost that adjustment up. So now you got the green blast. Now essentially when you're making superpowers in I say After Effects, I can do that too in After Effects. Essentially when you're doing this in Photoshop, you can always imagine, like your imagination is different. So, but one thing is when you're making fantasy stuff like this, you always want to have kind of a glow. Like each thing in life kind of glows, kind of sends off a radiance. So what we'll do is we'll get a size similar to the brush, and I'm gonna like hit it right there, and I'm gonna change the blend mode to a good screen. So now you can start seeing that glow coming off. What I can do too is I can expand it, put it back in the placement in the middle to where now it covers more of a larger area. Cool. Alright, we can back up and look at our image, and things are starting to come together just a little bit. What also I can do is take a different color brush, kind of give it more of a little darker edge, and what we can do is smaller brush lightly just go around the circle. We can change the blend mode. Oh, let's see. I'm sorry. Always remember to make a new layer for your stuff. Keep everything organized. Keep everything organized. This is not a perfect circle. The only person I know that makes a perfect circle is my old math teacher. That's not a perfect circle. See that kind of green, robust look right there? Looks amazing. Sadly, we could cop this one, kind of drop that radiance a little bit. And what we'll do is, with this circle, we can make this glow by itself as well. We're basically just going back over each one. Its very own radiant glow. Boom, there it is. See, it's not so bad. Now, I could have done that in Lightroom. I really could have. But I kind of don't, because it's just going to give off more work, and that's going to kill me later. So we're gonna keep it going. Let's see. Back to Photoshop, and yeah, we'll keep that right in there, and we'll drop down that brightness just a little bit. All right, cool. So now when you take the picture away, you kind of see that. Boom, there it is. Now, one thing about having powers, you've always got a bit of light fall off, kind of sparks, you know, kind of little stars coming out. And whenever you see the posts, I'm telling you guys, go back and look at them. You will notice that there are kind of like little dots, kind of sparkles hanging around those abilities. That's just that radiant glow off those abilities. So what we'll do, we'll come over here, we'll try to keep it the same green and just go around this entire thing. You don't see them until later, but when I change the blend mode, I always change my blending modes, we can go to something that's actually useful. So I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit, and I feel like someone was fucking biting me, dude. We can keep it that way, you know what I'm saying? We can say this is like a little defensive shield barrier. I always like to duplicate my layers, you know, and change the blending mode again. So we can go to blending mode to screen. And the thing is, the ones that are color dodged, those are a lot darker. When they get closer to the light, they're a lot brighter. But since we duplicate it, there's a lot of more brighter elements on the outside. So what I'm going to do is just take this brush, kind of just ease those off a bit. Same thing with this brush over here. I'm going to kind of just ease those off a bit. Kind of lower the opacity to probably about like 47, and just melt those particles away. That looks good. I like that. Now, what I normally don't do, I normally do this. I'm going to do something a little different, because there was the image that you guys saw for the thumbnail that actually had like a bit of lightning in it, which, believe it or not, America can use lightning type abilities. I just never essentially wanted her to. But what I'm going to do is we're going to go into my, let me see if I have that brush still. No. Every time Photoshop like resets itself, it just takes everything with it, and I hate that so much. Lightning bolt brushes, there we go. Let me go ahead and reinstall these. So what we're going to do is essentially make an arc coming from the ground, saying like it's giving her power, and energy when she really needs it. We can say like somewhere in this scene, maybe America's being attacked by her other self or some bigger force, and she needs to defend herself. So she used like a very strong alchemy shield to defend herself. So what we can do is add some of these brushes in there, some of these lightning cords, you can say, and she's harnessing the power of lightning in her palms. We'll make this a brighter brush. I like that. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. We'll find ourselves another one. We'll use this one. Kind of make this one a bit bigger though. Oh, this, they're both kind of connected. Whenever we're using like these kind of thunderbolt textures, kind of just keep making new layers within each one, so that way you can always go back and fix it. I'm gonna warp this one, so this way we can kind of bend that lightning a bit. You know what I'm saying? You want it to look like it's touching the ground, but also have the properties that it's still lightning. We can't really, you know, can't really mess with lightning like that. There we go. Alright. Because what we're going to do still is going to go back into this, and we can put like an outer glow. We can set this to kind of like a maybe color dodge. We could set that to color dodge. Maybe we can set it to a soft light screen. But since it's lightning, it's green lightning, we can always kind of just pop that out just a little bit more. But yeah, right now I'm essentially just testing what I can use and what I can't use. But we might just end up keeping something like this. We might just end up taking the core and dropping it back down to its original green color, now knowing that we can, you know, bend the colors that way. But I'm gonna keep that right there as a reference, that what I can essentially do. So yeah, let's go over here, use another lightning bolt. Boom, there we go. Scale this, scale that up, aim that mug at the ground. Sometimes I say I do sound effects while I'm editing these just to imitate what I think it's looking like. Like I'm like, choo, choo, choo. I'm like, ooh, looks badass. Hit OK. We might can keep that. I can actually keep that. We'll go with screen. See, now that's actually a more unique blend with that green, with like a lighter green texture. So we can actually like delete this one and just, what was it? Take this one, this number 8, copy it, and rotate it. Say rotate, not change the size of it. There we go. That looks cool. Alright, cool. Now even with the first one, what we can do is actually delete that one. Like, it's good, but it's not as good as these. See, that's not bad. That's actually really dope. Okay, what I'm going to do again, once again, make a new layer. I keep telling myself that, and I'm looking at this thing. I'm just like, bro, you need to make a new layer. Let's see. Let's go in with this. No, not this one. That one looks, that's a lightning strike. let's kind of let's grab another arch, and we'll put that there. What we'll do is we'll stretch it out yet again, but then also we are going to once again warp, or what I like to say, wrap it around to where it's pointing towards the ground. Kind of arc it in a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Kind of bring this out just a little bit more. And that looks good right there. So now what we'll do is, with the same layer style that I just had, what I can do is take this, go copy layer style, go to this one, and then paste layer style. So I won't have to go in and do all that hard work again. That saves time. A lot of time, actually. Now, since she's standing like that, what I want to kind of do is bring back one of the other arc circles that she has in her arsenal. Each one has their own different designs and purposes and whatnot. But I kind of got these images off of I think it was Deviant Art, from an artist, and she was really cool. Yeah, it was Deviant Art. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about her. She's amazing. I'm gonna try and get you guys her name soon. She has a very good art page. But you guys, my god, you guys have no idea the craziness that's gonna be this image. Okay, I'm gonna flatten it out to where it looks like it's on the floor, and without warping it, I'm gonna kind of level it. Yeah, without warping it again, I'm just gonna expand it. Kind of nudge it back towards the back just a little bit. Nudge it back towards the back a little bit. Boom. We'll keep it right here on these edges. Kind of go backwards a bit. There we go. And I essentially want her to look like she's like standing on it. So what we'll do is I'll hit OK. I hate it when it blurs up like that, but I understand it has to load. Let's kind of back this up just a little bit more. I wish I could move it in 3D space, but since I can't, which it's fine, nothing too bad about it, what I'm going to do is kind of back it up, rotate it. You can kind of play with this a little bit more if you want. Like, that's normally how I kind of go about my edits. I play around with it, kind of fuck with it. Go in with the eraser tool, take this, hit OK. We don't really need all that stuff in the back no more. And what we can do is begin to erase all the stuff that we really don't need. So we can get rid of a portion of the star around her shoes. Like I said, many people will make this into a layer and kind of put it behind her, but then again, you still gotta erase away all this extra stuff. So it's not like y'all doing anything different. There we go, right there. And it looks like she's kind of standing on it and whatnot. I'm gonna duplicate the layer again, kind of add that glow back, and why the hell not? We're gonna paste that layer style from before. You know what? Or better yet, we're gonna take that back. And what we are going to do is go to Image, go Auto Color. Then we'll go Image, Auto Adjustment, Hue and Saturation. And we're going to just boost up that saturation. And also boost that green. There we go. I like that. And now, because I want them to shine. The thing is, I want it to shine off the floor. So that way, when we're done, we can go back and color her legs to show that the lens was there. We're going to go in with motion blur. And you know how this is sideways? We're going to point it straight up to the sky. Straight up to Jesus. There we go. Boom. Something like that. You know, I'm saying straight up to Jesus, and this is the alchemy circle. I don't know how that feels about that, but, you know. I don't know how much of that I really want. But you see those lines that are coming off of it? Shit looks fucking cool. Let's see. We'll kind of bring it in right about here is fine. Probably like 290. The freeway. Not lying. Now we'll let that kind of surface again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and duplicate the layer again, add more glow to it, so that both greens are sharing that pattern. Okay. There we go. So now it kind of looks symmetrical. Now you notice also that I don't label these like title, like all of these over here, I don't label them with like specific, you know, looks of them. I'm just like, no, there's no point. As long as I know what it is. Some people like, oh, it's not to confuse you're right, and that's very true. No, I don't want that. I want to increase the vibrance. That's what I wanted. So for vibrance, saturation, kind of boost it. Bring in that green. Put both of them at about like 60, 61. And what we'll do is we'll bring that to the top. And that kind of looks pretty good right there. All right. And how about this? We'll merge two of them. Or better yet, no, let's keep them separate. Just keep them separate right now. And what we can also do is with a random layer here, we're going to take that brush from before, switch it. We're going to make a soft glow off of that circle. That's hitting her legs, making it look real. Even though, you know, we all know it's not real. I'm doing it right in front of y'all. Like, come on. So, what we'll do is, what in the world? What is this? A pencil? No, we want a brush. I want the brush. We don't do pencils here. Here we go, right there. And here's what we'll do. Take that edge and just go around it. Once again, not a perfect circle. Mr. Murphy, help your boy out. I'm fucking up. Look at that. That's horrible. Horrible circle. The fuck? I'm not a good editor. I'm telling y'all that right now. I'm not. Many of y'all gonna sit here and be like, oh, what are you talking about? You are a great editor. Don't lie to me and get my hopes up. Horrible. I know it. I'm not dumb. Let's kind of change the grain a bit. Kind of open up that circle just a little bit more. Once again, new layer. And come around that. Wait for that to catch up with me. And color dot. No, we want kind of. There we go. Spring. We'll bring in that overlay. Kind of show that glow rising off the ground. It's dope, dude. It's so dope. But now, you also got to think about it. We added a blur in there. We added like a lens, like a whole lens blur, dude. Hold on 1 second. I see an inch. This is how you get precise with your shit. You always zoom in. This is how you get precise with it. You can close that shit up, you know what I'm saying? Kind of erase that shit off her leg. You don't want that leg in there, you know what I'm saying? Kind of erase that circle off her leg. That shit ain't right. this, and if you want it to look real, you gotta go in there and get it. Gotta do like what my girl Hal says. You gotta get them. Gotta get them. Perfect. Boom. There it is. I say that looks pretty good. It looks really animated, but you know, you still fuck with it. Okay. So now what we can do is take all of this and maybe we can bring it down underneath all that blur that we had. You know what I'm saying? Remember that blur from last time? Or we can take it back. That's fine too. Yeah, that's essentially how you do it. Damn, I just realized this live stream has really been going on for a while. If this is really how long it takes for me to edit, I'm gonna lose the competition. Like, for real. Alright, so we can honestly, what we can do is let's take all of these and put them in a group, and we'll label this floor seal. There we go, floor seal. Boom. And let's see, with all this up here, I can remember exactly what it is. We're gonna call this hand seal. Yeah, there we go. Hand seal. Yeah, I got rid of one of the lightning bolts. It's not my fault. I might end up merging it all together anyway. But for right now, what I'll do is, where's that first one? Is that first one? Cool. I love this one the best, so I'm gonna copy it again. And instead of erasing it, KJ, I'm going to move it around. There we go. That looks fucking bomb, dog. Like, come the fuck on. If that's not a goddamn poster, if that doesn't get fucking views and shit, I really wish it did. Go watch Where's America on YouTube, guys. We might stretch that one out just a bit more. There we go. I don't want to ruin this. Can you get copyrighted for singing? If so, my bad. But it's just such a great... Go, man, Juice WRLD, bro. Like, that's amazing. Alright. So, y'all, what we gonna do again? Duplicate. Make that shit look... Nah, no, we're live streaming, but yeah. Alright, y'all. Okay, so we got all that right there. You see all the power surging into our fucking hands and shit. So let's say, you know what I'm saying, I want that shit to flick off again. You know what I'm saying? So we'll put all that in the group and we'll put lightning. So light. Y'all judge my fucking spelling, we're gonna have a problem. So we'll put lightning. I'm probably one of the most ghettoest editors y'all have ever seen. But it's whatever. Y'all learning. Kinda. Shoot, I don't fucking know. I don't know why y'all watch. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna duplicate that. We're gonna duplicate that seal. And go to filter, blur, and we'll go motion blur. And instead of going side by side, we're gonna go up and down, we're gonna go side by side. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. I might want to like zoom in on it a little bit. Kind of look like it has some like flick damage to it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that looks okay. Hit okay for it. Boom. That's not so bad. That way it has that kind of motion, that wavy look. Yeah, there we go. Wonder what it looks like an overlay. I mean, I fucks with it. Yeah, I fucks with it. I mean, shit. Okay. Because now the one thing I can say it's doing, it's completely, like, taking America off screen, like, off focus for what we really wanted to do. But what we'll do is we're going to merge these all together. Kind of shrink down the signs to where it fits her hands perfectly in the palm. Because now what we have to do is we got to go back and readjust all that we just did. Which, it's not bad. It's just not good either. And you see that glow that we got to readjust? So what we'll do is we can take this and delete it. Oh, you're alright. We'll delete that. Boom. And we got our image. I mean, shit. What we can do else is we can probably take... Say hi, KK, now that the webcam gone.
What's up? I didn't know.
You know, you try to do a live stream without niggas in a row.
I was trying to see what you was doing.
Yeah. So, what we can do now is add our particles. She stood in the way of the camera, yeah. Didn't even know that motherfucker was on. Yeah, man. You got some dreads in there, alright.
No, you don't have no dreads. That's twist.
No, shit.
Untwisted.
She. I mean, if you long it out, you could get dreads.
Yeah.
It's on lock, you know, but I ain't gonna let him out.
Alright, y'all. What we can do, you know what I'm saying? We'll add some sparks in there, you know what I'm saying? Instead of adding the sparkles to make shit look magical, let's do sparks. Make shit look dope. So, we can get rid of all this. And you see what I mean by when they take my stuff away?
I thought you said.
So we'll go sparks. I gotta look up my spark pack. There it is. Always keep y'all stuff installed on Photoshop. Come on, y'all. Keep y'all stuff installed. Next time I might end up getting music, but the thing is, why I'm not playing music is because, you know, copyright, and people don't like that on YouTube. Because, you know, I understand, but at the same time, like, it be real. It's true stuff. All right. Y'all don't know, but I just laid down a decent foundation of, like, sparks. So I'm gonna try and, like, bring the mugs back. I don't see them. I don't even see my own sparks. There they go. I'm looking at the way my friends are responding as if I don't see them texting, but I really do. I'm just not responding because I'm with y'all. Like, the thing is, when I edit, y'all, when I edit, I hope that people, like, see it, like, come up on their stuff. And they do. They just don't either A, watch, or B, listen to anything I say. Which, I mean, I feel like it's both. If y'all have those kind of friends, bro, I gotta talk to them. We'll put that as screen. You see some of the sparks that are being added there? merge all of these together. And then control again. Boom, perfect. And we'll put a finishing touch of, let's say, we'll put in a lens flare. Because you know, nothing's really cinematic without a lens flare. So what I'll do is, I'll go over here, which is just like a random lens flare. Normally me and you, some people gotta like look on the internet for what they're looking for. Me, I do. I have to jump on here and find my stuff. So edit, paste, boom, lens flare. And now I'm gonna show y'all a little quick pro tip. Boom. Alright, we're gonna put this here, we're gonna pretend, we're gonna determine where her hand is. Just by staring at this image for a good hour, we should know exactly the placement of this photo. So what we'll do is we'll put this here and we'll stretch out this photo. Now this whole image is bright as hell, but everything's gonna come into place. Watch what your boy does. We're gonna come over here to adjustment, hue and saturation. Boom. Come over here to this tab. Kind of switch that mud to like a green, kind of green blue in between. And now we erase those edges so we can never tell exactly what the fuck is going on. Okay? Get a nice wide brush so it looks real. Okay? Wait for it to catch up. There we go. Boom. And then also hit it at the bottom. You never know. I feel like it hit it everywhere fucking else. Give my computer a moment to like catch up to the shit that we're doing. See, I bops with that. I bops with it. Now, we're done here, kinda. I could have really went in and done a little bit more, did a little bit extra, kind of clean up the you know what? That's what we'll do. Because, you know, can't forget about the person holding the thing, the shits in the back. Let's bring back America's eyes. This is a very important portion of the story. I'm not going to tell you guys why, but you will understand. Don't think just because I colored them green is that's all I'm doing to them. Don't be retarded. You can say honestly, like, she's like kind of pissed. I don't know why I colored both of them when I really was not supposed to, because that's not how the story goes. Kind of give it a fade though. That right there. And we'll duplicate it. And we'll go to... I made my best friend look evil. Look at that shit. Alright. I'm gonna stop here before something happens. Like, legitimately, I'm gonna stop here. Like, that's all I'm gonna do. that right there was shit's out of there. All right. Now that is America. That is evil America, dark America. Not in her truest form, but goddamn, they're close. We did a lot of things here. There's could have been things that could have been a little bit different. I know you guys may have interpreted a little bit more different in your own way, and that's good. I like to see people express their imaginations, or some things could have been different in their own terms. That's dope. Keep that mindset. In my opinion, right here, that's bomb. That's bomb by itself. I kind of made her look like Raiden from Mortal Kombat, and Raiden was, you know, a teenage girl with freaking dark spiritual powers from a darker version of our world. Like, if you guys aren't catching these hints throughout this whole live stream, then y'all will never understand what Where is America is about, or where it's going. They've literally been hinted. Okay. So, now that we saved it in Photoshop, what is it doing at the bottom is essentially loading. It's loading up all of the stuff that we did, and it's going to throw it back into Photoshop now that we're done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch you guys back over towards Lightroom, and it should be good. I think I may have worded that wrong. Man, y'all already know I don't know how to talk shit. Alright, cool. So boom. Now that we're back in Lightroom, we're going to get our project back, let it load up. Bam, there it is in its entirety. Is it a RAW file again? I don't think it's still a RAW file, but that's something you gotta ask the Lightroom gods, you know what I'm saying? And I have a preset pre-made. Call it Magic. I made it myself. Yeah, the reason why I call it Magic is because it makes everything magical in some aspects, not every aspect. But what we are going to do is kind of bring back the very important things about this photo, which are like the lights and all that kind of stuff. It was a bit too bright earlier, so I'm kind of glad I numbed it down. We can kind of just bring back the highlights. We're going to diffuse that warm light a little bit. And what we can do is with this one, I think we should bump the clarity. You can kind of see the evil in her eyes in the back, like she's mad. Kind of move that clarity up, kind of put in that texture as well. I might just even adjust the angle in which this was taken, because I kind of wanted to formulate where her body and whatnot. Alright, cool. Boom, there it is. That way everything looks the part. And what we can do is now we can also toggle with the green. We can make that shit look more green. Turning that green blue. Look like a turquoise. Shit, that looks dope just the way just where it is right there. We can bump up the green a little bit more. Yeah. But that's why I call it Magic. Make it a little different. Now, there also was like some other presets my homeboy told me I could have used, like grunge. He has a very grunge look to his. If you guys go look at Scorn Photography on, oh my fucking god, that's demonic. I'm gonna keep that. How much, what happens if I add more grunge to it? Okay, I mean, shit. You know what, y'all? We might go with grunge for this one. Fuck Magic. Might just go with grunge. This shit looks good. Add more green to it. She looks possessed. I'm feeling this. Like, I really am. I might just have this as the image. Because there are never before seen images of Where is America where America looks like super demonic. Like, crazy evil. But this right here. Oh, if her hair was blowing, the picture was whiter, bro, This shit would have been so fucking dope. Okay, here's what we'll do is, the grunge kind of fucked up the base. So what we'll do is with the base is kind of just go back around it. There we go. Kind of drop them a little bit more. That is what I'm talking about. I fucks with that. I fucks with that. It gives such a different feel to it. I love that. Thank you guys for watching. This is legit what I'm going to be doing. Malcolm and MCP, do you still drink Whataburger? You know what I'm saying? I think they Whopper is pretty tasty, especially when you stick a straw. This motherfucker is an idiot. Whenever y'all think my speech impediment is bad, this nigga here, dead ass looked me in my eye with so much seriousness. Like, let me help you see how much serious I'm talking. Like, so much seriousness, and told me, do you still drink Whataburger? Like, does that make any fucking sense? Like, bro, the fuck do you still drink Whataburger? Like, let me put my screen back, because I'm tripping. No, I do not drink Whataburger, this man over here. But thank you guys for checking this out. I really don't know what else I can really do with this. It just essentially looks badass by itself. I can't throw it up on my Instagram. Why? Simple. Instagram don't work. Why? I don't know. It just don't. But thank you guys for checking this out. I am going. Oh yeah. Once you guys are done, I'm signing off, and I'm not even like supposed to be, dog. Okay. So what I'm going to do now to ensure that I save this, that it's quality, like it's really bomb. Here's what we'll do. Switch it up. Change it to this format. Boom. Keep it right about here. Kind of give it a little more headroom. Bop right there. Looks pretty good. Close that. And what we're going to do is hit export and make sure all of our credentials are fine. I put it at 8x10. That's normally quality for Instagram when you're going regular square. If you want to go, if you want to get enough real estate, that's what I meant to say. You put it at that kind of max. Make sure that my stuff is high quality, no matter where you can see it. It's popping, it's good, it's fucking evil, like America, and just keep it like that. Now, what I'm gonna do before I sign off, because I'm just testing stuff. I'm like flipping my hand through like water, just to see if I like it or not. What we're going to do is kind of go back and look at some of the images that I took, and see if maybe that grunge could actually work. This is the similar style that's my boy Scorn does. You guys go check out Scorn Photography. Like, he's really good on Instagram. He does a similar version of this kind of edit. It's not completely there, but it's looks damn near similar. It's kind of grungy but vibrant at the same time. Do I know what that means? Nah, I don't, but I will. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Will the grunge work? I'm gonna put it on grunge light. Let's see if it works. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that looks amazing. Alright, alright. Y'all see the image, right? Could work. Could work. But I kind of like the original one better. It's a little more mythical. A little more mythical in there. How about this? Let's try this one right here. This one I just posted like about yesterday. Let's put the grunge on that one. Let's see if it works. Come on, transform it. Let's see what it looked like, baby. Not bad. I don't hate it, but not bad. Kind of like strong clarity, strong texture. That's kind of what grunge does to your images. Like, it's dope. Like, you can't deny that it's not. Let's see. Let's go over here to, let's go to this one. The cracked face. This one's, like, very special. Many of you guys, I'm going to even hint at an Easter egg that I put dead in this image, and I've seen no one come to me about it at all. They overlooked it. They just didn't even be like, yo, what does that mean? I'm going to show you in a moment. I just want to see what this looks like. Oh, the loading. Come on, let me see what it looks like, baby. Come on, stop with the responding. Swear to God, Adobe be on that shit, man. I mean, I don't hate it. It's alright. It's just this is something I wouldn't prefer for this particular image. It's kind of bright. Would have dropped the darkness just a little bit more. But, I mean, it's good. Okay, now, for many of you guys that jumped over this Easter egg, and I can't believe that you guys did. It was so obvious. Check it. Check this out. So, when you zoom in, up here, there's a word. It says NER. Not NERF. NER. That is an inputted text. But if you flip it, you get the word run. Alright? Alright? Cool. Now, I'm going to stop talking. Look in the episodes. There are little hints in the episodes of the events that have yet to come. But until then, I will catch you guys in the next video. My name is KJ on Rated, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this live stream of Where is America, the edit. It sounds like a great title. I'm going to end that later. But I will see you guys in the next video. Go listen to Oops Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast. And also, if I'm right, you can listen to it on Pornhub. I'm not completely sure about that last one. But if you guys do, it's all Richie's fault.